Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So you've come across this channel on a very special day for us. We're actually starting our official YouTube D&D episodes. They'll be filmed in a pretty unique way. We're going to get down packed the actual format of how we're going to do them. Depending on how long it takes to be edited, they may be uploaded on the same day that we play. We officially play on Thursdays, so expect to see a video maybe the day after or a couple of days after Thursday for the video to pop up. Depending on how long it takes our editor Ninja, who is here with us playing the campaign. We're going to start the campaign with character introductions. Who's ever ready to go will start. The format will be who they are regarding the channel, such as we have Jack, Ninja, and Sergey, and me, Cerberus. Kaiju and our artist Pavo are currently not able to play. There's personal things going on today, so they will not be a part of the campaign. Kaiju may come in and listen to the story when he gets home, but because he doesn't have a character prepped and ready, because of just personal things that he has to deal with on a daily basis, that will be getting prepped and done on our off time. If this is your first time coming across the channel, please like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing and hearing. We also play a lot of games that you might enjoy. So let's get things underway and welcome people to the realm of Twilight. Who's ever ready to go and do your character introduction first, you can go ahead and do so. If you guys would like a good way to see how it's done, I don't mind going first, so then you can follow after how I do it.
I'll go first. I'll break the ice.
Alright.
Hello, my name is Ninja. I'm going to be playing the character Jamad. He is a winged cobalt, and he is a chef. Basically, he was a cobalt egg, or how he found was a cobalt egg, and sweet lord, it's kind of complicated, but you'll just find out later down the long lines what he really is about.
And that's perfectly fine to do and say, because sometimes it's not bad to have a little bit of mystery to your character for people to find out as you go and as the story develops and is found out. Because one way that you think something could happen, the DM, can always spin another way. It's always fun to see what happens. So, who's ever ready to go next can go ahead.
Hey guys, it's me, Jack. I'm gonna be playing my character, Alan. And he's an elven Dampier. The way he came about was, the human female... Sorry, still a little bit congested. Anyway, human female went to the necropolis for work and eventually to settle down, to come across, and eventually came across a vampire that she grew to love, and then as I was born, they realized as I was growing up that I was extremely gifted with intelligence, and then I kind of wanted to go down an artificer route.
Now, something that I am curious about, because Dampiers can form in certain different ways that I didn't ask until now, is were you like Alucard from Castlevania, where you rapidly age to maturity in a quicker rate because of the vampiric blood in you? Or did you have slow aging, so even though you look like an adult now, you may actually be several hundred years old?
I think I would go with the slower aging.
Okay, so even though you look to be maybe like a male of like your early 20s, you're more maybe like 100 and something.
Excuse me.
I was thinking like 248 or so.
One question.
The actual age.
You said you were an elven Dampier. Like your mother's human. How the heck are you an elf?
His father could have been an elf.
The father vampire was the elf.
Okay.
Common
But wouldn't you
sense.
still be part...
He technically would be half
I'm a
elf.
half elf vampire then.
No, you're 1/4 vampire, 1/4 elf, 1/2 human.
Actually, no, he'll be 1/3. It'll be 1/3 human, 1/3.
Alright, everybody,
Regardless,
Jack
moving
creating
on.
that
That's
complicated
too long.
character.
If you think of it like
also
this,
part of the reason why the
you
DM
take
wants me to
100%
kill
and
me.
then a 50-50, you would cut both of them in half, so it would be 25-25-50. Not 1/3, 1/3, 1/3.
Regardless, it's part of the
All
reason
right.
why
That's
the
not
DM
how
wants to
genetics
kill
work.
me.
Don't cut things in
Okay,
half.
everyone, but
DNA is half the mom, half the dad.
Yeah, but if you add
Moving
another
on,
source,
who's next?
Seems like I am. But you're really complicating things, dude. Like, over the frickin' top. Okay,
Just shoot me now, god fuck it. And...
that better be 2 minutes.
no, it's way past 2 minutes.
Okay. I was about to slap the boy.
Where's the revolver? I need to shoot myself.
No.
Yes,
Chill.
yes!
all right.
Do your character.
Anyway,
Do your character, I'll do
Tensions are already high, everyone. Somebody's gonna die today.
okay. If people have seen our earlier stuff, they know who I am. I'm Sergey Oblivion. I do a lot of stuff with servers here. Anyway,
Lucky.
my character is a white tiger necromata named Lorian Shigata. And my birthplace is the Land of Spirits, or Sere no Kuni, and I'm an exorcist. So, oh boy, this is gonna be very, very hectic. because
If you
we gotta
don't
be-
wish to share your background, you don't have to. As I stated, you can leave that up to people figuring it out as we play.
Okay, just a few things people should know. I come from a clan. I have 2 older brothers, and if you saw the introductory video, then you should already know about them. But it'll most likely be explained more in the campaign.
Now, everyone, it's me, Cerberus. I am actually going to be playing in the campaign myself. Mind you, I'm going to be avoiding combat for the most part. I tend to play characters in campaigns with my players to be more of sort of like a comic relief or a screws with you type character. But if used properly, the way that I screw with people can be used to benefit people at the same time. I will be playing the character that everyone just refers to as Jinn. I'm a Jinn, aka a genie. And I'm currently a slave. That is my class that I've set it up to be. I don't have a particular class. I'm essentially, just a genie who's in servitude to whoever contains or holds my container. Now, my background is that my mother was a human, my father was a Jinn. You would believe that would make me a half Jinn. Well, Jinn are either born or half Jinn are created when a person that cannot have children wishes to be able to have a child. The Jinn has to use their magic to create one. While my mother, not wanting her child to have a lack of power, being only half Jinn, wished to have her child be born as a full-on Jinn, but to age at the rate of a normal human until they reached maturity. When I was born and created, my father, being a Jinn, monkey's paw, cursed me with a cursed magic. While I could grant wishes like a normal Jinn, I was born with blood magic as my innate talented magics, which were forbidden and against the law within the town that I was birthed. She then sold me into slavery, and I've been within this slaver's clan for the last 1,000 years, being passed down from leader to leader, granting their wishes. Them, being smart and being kind in their mind, decided to limit how many wishes each one would use. That way I'd never fully be freed from any of their hold. Now, the world that we play in is going to be called the Realm of Twilight. We did add and finish up some nations that I did not mention in the introductory video, which will be our bar called the Hair on the Arse. I would say ass. It's supposed to be ass, but we can't say it within the first 2 minutes. So if we somehow conveniently or somehow get stuck in the bar at the beginning of a campaign, it would really hurt me. Then there is the Adventurers Guild we opened up, and there is the main city, which is just called Krepusu, which is me abbreviating and shortening a term that when translated means Twilight. I'll be doing some voices for some characters. Others, I'm just going to do my normal voice. And with any DM, character voices will change because I can't always remember the exact tone or way that I used a voice, except for one particular character because he's a fan favorite of the players.
The voice.
The voice of Dexter. So we'll go ahead and get started. And the two characters, they did not mention this in the beginning opening intro. The characters played by Ninja and Jack actually have somewhat of a background tied to one another. They've met and seen each other at multiple festivals that had been held within these cities. But they don't really know, they know each other's names and they know of each other, but they're not really the best of friends. Now, we're gonna open with everyone finding themselves in Krepusu, and they'll have been here and gathered for whatever reasons they so wish. There's no particular reason that called them here. None of them are members of the Adventurers Guild yet, or have not joined the Adventurers Guild. That is a choice that they will make in the campaign. I myself will not be introduced until further in to the campaign. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. It is and if you guys hear me pause, it's because I'm rolling dice to determine things. It is a moderately sunny day. There's a few clouds in the sky. It's not too bad. The weather looks nice. There is indeed a small chance for rain. And let's see. We find, and I have to find this out on the character sheet as to, okay. We find, and I hope that I don't butcher your name even though I heard you say it earlier. Is it Jamada, or is it...
Yeah, Jamada. Jamada Nero.
We find Jamada wandering the streets. And Jamada so happens to bump into... Jamada bumps into Lorian in the town square. And when I say bumps, I mean literally bumps into.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a little bit bright out. You know, when kobolds can't really see because dim lighted and all that. Wipe myself off. Put out my hand.
It's fine.
Hi, name's Jamada Nero. As you can tell, I'm a chef, and I'm trying to find the Adventurers Guild so that I can go and get this information about this rare item for a specific dish I'm trying to create. You know, nested. Do you know where the Adventurers Guild is?
Now, let's see.
The question would be, do you know? This is one of those things that you can determine. Has your character been in this city multiple times? Is this his first time in this city? These are things for you to determine since you're keeping your background a mystery.
Roll.
Okay,
Roll for a chance. Roll for a chance.
Alright, we roll. You indeed know the location of this guild.
Call me a little kobold.
Hey, just because I'm short and I'm a cobalt, I am not small. But thank you.
My guy, the gears in my guy's head is slowly turning, trying to figure out how small and tiny.
By the way,
I'm 3 feet tall.
Alan,
Leave me
you
alone.
see these events taking place as these two are talking. You overhear the words Adventurers Guild mentioned.
And he is drinking. Or he muted himself to drink.
Probably there.
Alan, please unmute yourself.
Jack.
I had to clean up a cat mess.
That's fine.
Sorry. Start with someone else.
But it's you.
Start
You're
with
the
someone
one that-
else.
You overheard us talking and you heard the word adventure guild.
If you had to continue to clean, I will just have you not pay attention to it. You'll just ignore it then.
Just, I'm tinkering with, like, a build of...
Alright.
Okay. You completely ignore the conversation going on about the Adventurers Guild. In fact, you're tinkering with what looks to be some type of puzzle in your hands. You've got essentially a puzzle box. I was gonna just say a Rubik's Cube and bring the Rubik's Cube into the world for the hell of it, but... You're fiddling with a puzzle box, trying to figure it out in the middle of the town square.
Puzzle boxing is how we have a Japanese land.
Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, Lorian, you indeed do know the location of the guild. Are you going to show this kobold where it is, or...
I did say follow me.
Okay, you two head off for the Adventurers Guild and find it within just a few minutes of travel. You open the doors to the Adventurers Guild and are greeted by a woman sitting in a small little area. She's sitting on a stool, and you notice that she's extremely short.
Hi, short people in the adventure guild. I like.
She approaches you and says, "Greetings, the name's Merryweather. First name Mary, last
hello,
name
Mary.
Weather.
Well, how you doing?
I work at this
Merryweather?
guild as our guild's desk clerk. I'm the one who you'll be getting quests from if you wish to so happen to sign up. And as you can tell, I'm a halfling. Please don't stare. I know that we're short."
Oh, it's alright. I feel the pain. As I kind of like pour my hand out. Name's Shimada. Shimada is Mira.
She shakes your hand and says, "Welcome." She goes, "So, is there anything that I can help you with today? Are you looking to sign up and become members of the Adventurers Guild? It will give you a lot of benefits in the town, such as certain stores will give you a discount for being an adventurer. The only thing is, and it will be mandatory by the law of our great country, that you have to at least take one quest per month to maintain your membership."
Sorry about that, bro. Whoa, big fella. What do you think?
Another benefit will be that we will pay you for jobs that are done, and we'll only make sure that you're given quests that go within your adventuring rank.
That's a bonus.
Sometimes there may be a mishap because of paperwork being wrongfully done, but If you honestly believe me, that's not my fault or our advisor's fault. Blame the guy at the top. He, sometimes gets a little in over his head.
Well, what you think, big fella? Actually, big fella, what is your name? What is your name? Exorcist. Lorian. Interesting.
Lorian Shigami.
Shigami.
So, you are presented with this, and you two are having your conversation, but you are presented now with this option of joining.
The pros actually, in my mind, outweigh the cons some.
Yeah, me too, but I don't know, I'm a chef, so I feel like...
She does tell you also that if you do join the Adventurers Guild, that you'll also be given access to the restricted section at the library of the town, being that restricted section is only restricted to the public. It's open to adventurers, so they may look at things that the common person doesn't need to know, such as books regarding harmful creatures and beasts or plants. Certain things that only members of the government should know, because the Adventurers Guild does work in hand with the government.
Well, Lorian, it sounds like a good thing. I'm down for it. Where do I need to go and sign up, Miss Mary?
She says right here at the desk. She hands you a form. The form just asks you for name, birthplace, and profession, because they also can help you find specific work geared towards your profession. She actually looks you up and down and says, "You actually dress like an adventurer yourself. Have you not been pre-registered before?"
Oh, I tried before, and it didn't really work out. You know, I like to cook a little bit more than being more on the fighting side, but I am good with a blade. And
the moment she hears you cook, she says, "Well, I do have good news for you. We have a wonderful friend at a tavern. His name is Bior. He is pronounced Bear, but we like to say Bior because that's what he asked for. He is the owner of the nearby tavern, the Hare on the Arse, and he is always looking for people to randomly cook on random nights. He likes to switch up the cooks for different tastes so that he never is always making the same dish. You could do some small petty jobs for him on and off, maybe to earn yourself some money and to enhance your culinary skills. By cooking for him, he'd probably even be willing to give you a room free for the night."
I'm trying to say something. Keep on cutting me. But yes, that sounds like a great idea. What about Lorian here? I mean, what do you do there, big fella?
She looks Lorian up and down, almost with like a scholarful eye, and she just shakes her head and she goes, "Sir, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can see from your garments that you mainly hail from the land of spirits, if I'm correct?"
You are correct indeed.
Oh, so are you one of those people that is able to see ghosts?
And when he says that, Lorian's having a thought of, don't strangle the kobold.
Also, just a heads up, Jack, if you wish to do something or wish to interact with the world, all you have to do is say so. Don't remain quiet because I'm having these two interacting. I don't, like, if you're done doing what you're doing and you're actually free, let us know, because the only reason I'm not mentioning you or bringing you into anything is because you said you were in the middle of something. So, you two can continue with your conversation. Sorry.
Well, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just that where I hail from is necropolis, and seeing ghosts and ghouls and, you know, people of that nature is very common. I didn't know that there was a place that handled such mysteries.
The meaning of, you know the meaning of the name, Land of Spirits. I'm an exorcist. I deal with the more spiritual beasties.
Oh, I see. Well, it'll be great to have you kind of around. You know, he's able to deal with more on the spiritual side. And like, I kind of like chuckle and kind of like pat his leg. Cause I'm probably like halfway his belt, so like I'm trying to pat his back, but accidentally pat like the back of his leg.
No, if you're 3 feet tall and you try to pat my back, you would be patting my ass.
Ooh. Oh, well, I do that then.
In fact,
Just got sexually harassed by a kobold.
you pat him on the
Sorry
butt
about that.
and immediately apologize.
Okay then.
This woman is sitting here staring at you two with forms in her hands going, are both of you joining or are just one of you?
Please hand over the form.
She hands you the forms and just says, all you need to do is that and that. We have a very unique system here for tracking our guildies. I just need you to sign these. These are consent forms stating that if essentially anything happens to you, that the guild will take care of your funeral for you. It will take care of your needs, and that you will be given free boarding if you need to by the guild for the night. It also states, you know, it's a way for us to make sure that you get paid the job for the jobs that you do. We use a magical ink that we stamp you with to give you our guild's seal. That way you're recognized as an adventurer, and we can use magic to determine if you were the one that took a specific job or not. Or if you complete a job without even realizing you did it by just taking care of a problem in a town, we can then pay you for that job.
Excuse me.
One question. If we do that, or do it that way, would that also count as our once a month meeting?
Yes. If you find a town and you can actually get the town to retroactively place the job where you completed it, and they can sign that you completed the job and that they are asking the guild for permission to have the job be accepted. If the job would be accepted in the eyes of the guild, and the guild can then confirm with the people that you truly did complete the task, we will consider it as your one job done. In fact, we have 2 quests open at the moment that need to be taken care of that are at beginner's level. Though it requires you to at least have 3 party members.
Okay.
So that's a
We are
little bit
considering
troubling.
you two as a party since you two signed up at the moment, and we have no other openings or any other adventurers who are open to join.
Okay.
Jamada looks up to Lorian.
Now,
Whoa, big fella.
Now we go back to the street, and we find ourselves with our elven Damphir human hybrid, still fiddling around with this puzzle box, lost in space and in his own mind, realizing that time has passed.
I'm gonna try to find the kobold I came here with.
You realize, oh hey, he mentioned something about a recipe that he could get access from at the Adventurers Guild. Maybe I'll look there.
I'm going to the Adventurers Guild then. So, yeah.
Now, some people that watch might go, oh, so you're choosing things for your characters that are playing the do. I personally am not. I'm giving them information of things that might have came to their mind. While some DMs would make the player figure it out themselves to determine where to go, I try to sometimes help and guide my players, because sometimes they can't come to a specific conclusion themselves, or sometimes it's easier just to guide them to where they need to go.
Don't make it sound like we're slow.
I'm not saying that particularly. With Jack being sick and his mental facilities not being completely up to snuff, I'm giving him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt of helping him.
Not to mention things are happening around me as well, because parents just got home, sisters got home,
So, you show up at the Adventurers Guild, and you show up as you hear her going on, and you see the desk clerk rattling on about the benefits of joining and how they won't regret joining the Adventurers Guild. She then turns and she goes, "Ah, another person. Are you interested in joining the Adventurers Guild?" In fact, these two new adventurers need a third party member. If doing so, you could join, you could go on a quest, you could get paid for these quests and jobs that you take. There's many benefits, and trust me, they can rant on about the benefits that I just told them about to you also. She's looking up at you with beaming, glowing eyes, as though she's super excited to see what your answer will be.
But in game, I'm gonna say I'll think about it and hold the paper.
You are holding the sheet in hand.
I think I will. Okay, yeah, sign me up.
You sign up. She now pulls out the stamp, stamps each one of the back of your hands, and says, "Welcome to the Krepsu Adventurers Guild. The first job that we have for you, there are two currently. I hate to burden you with doing two adventures in one go, even though our guild only requires one job done per month. But these are very urgent quests, and we have no other adventures currently available to take these. The first one is a simple information gathering quest. If you come across any hostiles, deal with them as you please."
Nice.
The quest is that we've heard rumor of a cult gathering in the town. They worship some dark god, and according to the rumors that we've been hearing, they supposedly gather somewhere at the tavern, though we have no indication as to if they actually gather at the tavern or not. They are said to be extremely violent, so please be careful.
Okay.
Our second quest is, we've heard rumors of a group of slavers who came this way from Norwich. They're said to be holding some people with them at the moment. Now, we as a nation don't agree upon slavery. We'd like for you to deal with these slavers and free any and all slaves if possible. We ask that you be careful so that the slaves are not killed in retaliation.
Oh, sorry, Miss Mary, but you said slavers. Do you know what type of slavers they are? Do you have any
They're
more
humans. They deal within human slave trading. And by human, I do mean all people of all races that are of sentience. These slaves can be used for any and all means.
As I just put a hand on the kobold saying, "Not now. Let's go. I know how you act."
Hey, wait a minute. I know you.
She does say that the slavers were last located in the bad part of town. She hates to believe that the town even has a bad part of town, but if you go northeast within the town towards some of the alleyways, you should come across the slavers given in any rundown building, you may want to check what you can. Using the magical seal, if you focus hard enough, the seal will appear on the back of your hand, which you could use to help explain certain things to the town guard if they were to stop you.
Oh, that's awesome, mate. That's awesome, lady. But I got a quick question. I go to my knapsack and pull out like an image of like the ingredient. And I ask, do you, even though it's a little bit hard to ask you this, but do you know where this flower is? It's more on the uncommon side.
She looks at the flower and examines it. She tells you sadly that she herself does not know, but now that you've joined the Adventurers Guild, a good thing to do would be you could probably find a book in a book of different flowers based within the restricted section at the library.
Oh, thank you. And I put
She
back my
knows that there's many books that deal with flowers, but that she said, sorry yet again, that she can't help you herself.
It is okay. I kind of assumed that you wouldn't really know.
So, she asked you, which quest do you guys want to take first?
Well, Aelin. Oh, you want to tangle up with those pesky man people. I see.
I roll my eyes and say, yeah.
You always had a good heart, Aelin. Even though I heard it through the festivals, you seem like a person that was right on the rumors. And I try to pat its back.
Once again, patting someone's ass.
So, I'm sorry, I was busy typing. I didn't hear what you suggested to do first. Did you say that you're dealing with the slavers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, she does tell you, remember, to head northeast and look around in the alleys for abandoned buildings. That's where they've had issues with slavers in the past, and even some rogues and bandits.
Do you have a map of the land that we can
She
use for
each
this?
hands you a map of the kingdom, saying that they are complimentary to joining the guild.
Oh, that's nice. Well, thank you.
My thanks.
Okay.
Well, Lettuce, do you want to go and do this now, or do you want to go to this tavern that this fine lady ended up telling us about? I mean, I could cook up something before we can eat.
I would rather be paid.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with my cooking? Just because I'm a cook doesn't mean that I can't cook.
And
Like,
don't
I
go
don't
ahead
want
and
to
say
go.
not now.
And you're really overly friendly.
What's wrong with a cook being overly friendly? I mean, you have to if you want to be a chef.
I don't go ahead and say not now.
Alright.
Alright.
So, you guys are debating over where to go.
We already said slavers, so.
Alright, you head for the northeast part of town. It takes you about a good 20 minutes, but you get there and you immediately notice a few buildings, boarded up windows that say closed for renovation. Thankfully, the nice thing is, even though there is a bad part of town, the great, wonderful king of the lands has decided that he needs to get rid of these ghettos and make sure that everyone's treated fairly and that he can bring it back from the brink. He starts working upon these. He's been having people rebuild these areas. You, and let's see who I'm talking about. The wonderful, great character of, and I gotta offend, this is gonna be Ninja. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Actually, Ellen, with your little bit of elven/vampiric hearing abilities, you hear speech coming from one of the nearby buildings. You hear somebody go, yeah, so when we move in the product.
I put my hand up and like point as well.
You hear another man go, yeah, so we're gonna move the product, and when we move it, we're gonna do it in the dead of night, when the guards will be patrolling. We've had an inside man get us the guards patrolling schedules. We're gonna move at midnight, and that's when we're gonna move these slaves.
Well, you gonna tell it? Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Technically, all three of you have got really good hearing.
yeah, but wasn't the one that heard that first? Or
Yeah,
okay.
When I pointed to the building, I'm pretty sure that's when you guys started to hear.
you tuned in and you all heard this. So you now have a course of action. Are you gonna just bust the door in and raid the place, or
Well, what do you feel like doing, big man? I say like both of them, like.
We probably should wait. Yeah, we probably should wait when they have the product whatever on them.
They most likely already have it within the place with them.
I mean, I could try to like fly a little bit above and like scan the area a little bit to see if anything that will like out of place or clean. Because they'll probably need a place.
okay? If this is what you wish to do, Ninja, is that what action you'd like to take?
I mean, I'm asking Jack and Sergey, like, I mean, I could do that, or like try to find a high place, like in another direction. Like, I mean, I'm small enough.
Is there a small enough entrance that he can squeeze through and not be detected?
You indeed notice around the back end of the building, like if you look at the alleyway and look in the back, you notice an area carved out that leads conveniently to a basement. On further examination, as you walk over to this area, you recognize and see that between one of the windows, some boards are missing. Just enough room is there for your kobold friend to crawl through.
I look at them. I end up probably take. Is it big enough for my stuff to come with me, or is it just me?
Just you. Any bags or anything extra will get you stuck.
Alright,
You can maybe grab a knife and carry a knife with you, but that's about it.
My knife. Yeah, I take my knife. I
Now,
put it in my knapsack and I give it to Lori.
a real quick question. Would my Shikigami be able to go through there with him?
Yeah, if you throw the paper through it and then it expands, your Shikigami could easily expand on the other side.
Okay.
You just have to maintain feeding it the energy so that it can be there. You throw one of your Shikigami through the area with ability modifiers. It is a success. Your white tiger forms on the other end, sniffing around. Immediately, somebody has to hold in a shriek as they see you two coming in through the window, and you hear somebody.
I know I can see. Is it dark?
And it's dark in this basement. There's no lights, no torches lit whatsoever. You see people in shackles, some with you know, something in their mouth to make sure that they can't speak. They've got gags.
Okay.
You see them all looking scared and frightened, some malnourished.
Well, don't Lorian know what? Can he see it through his Shinigami?
He could use an ability to see through his Shinigami, through his Shikigami's eyes.
Oh, so it's not like a passive thing?
It is not passive. It is essentially he's feeding energy to his Shikigami to let it roam. But he has kind of like a thought process where he can communicate telepathically to tell it what to do.
Yes. And I'm actually going to use that look around, and I already have a plan.
You see clearly and immediately through the animal senses of this Shikigami being an animal, you can, through the empathic abilities that animals have with humans, you all of a sudden feel this dread and this worry coming from them.
I'm gonna slowly approach him, putting my finger up.
You notice, Ninja, you do put up your finger, but another thing that you guys have noticed is, when you came through the window, there is a door that has some boards in the basement that leads up to that little exit that leads back into the alley. If done properly and done quietly enough, you may be able to get this door freed to where you could use it as an exit. But there's a chance it could cause noise and draw the people in here. No, these slaves are, weirdly enough, unprotected. All the slavers tend to be upstairs.
I do have a plan too. But
Do I see the door?
You
Yeah, 'cause I'm still
indeed
outside.
do see the door.
I knock it on it like softly, like 3 times.
You knock on it softly 3 times. You notice that the door's you notice that the door is pretty sturdy in that it's pretty well locked in place.
is this a door? Is it my door?
It is the same door that you are facing that you see that's boarded up.
Is it locked on the other side?
It's barred on your side.
Oh, it's
The
barred,
door is
okay.
barred on your side with the wood. If you undo this barring, though you have to be careful because you are small and this is heavy, you could let them in.
I have an idea, but
Do you take this course of action, or do you try to figure something else out?
I was about to say, my plan was to try to stick my head out and, like, either tell them that there's people here. Lauren already know. I was either going like, Lauren, what do you feel like doing? Do you want to try to create a distraction?
I'm going to grab 4
I have an
talismans,
idea. But
hand them to you, and go,
I do need the info.
put this on the door leading upstairs.
Now, when you say the door leading upstairs, do you mean to where the slavers are, or do you mean to the exit that leads outside?
Flavors. I'm using barriers to make sure they can't get through the door. We
Okay.
can get them out.
You have him place these where you see with your Shikigami. He places them, but sadly, one thing that he doesn't realize is one of them is slightly off.
Would I be able to see that he messed up with Ryoko?
You do, and you have him fix it. He
Sorry.
fixes it for you, and you go ahead and channel your energy into these, creating a barrier over the door that leads up.
Did that make any noise?
No. The
Okay.
barrier is invisible, and altogether with the 4, the barrier has a total of 12 HP
Okay.
before it will come down.
I'm going
Try to
to.
open the bar
That
door,
one,
so I know. So
I
my
did
character
that
actually
as
knows it's barred this time.
I was about to say I'm gonna try to free the people as best as I can, or work on the door. But I feel like
Okay.
I don't have any tools to deal with.
So, what are we doing about this door now? Is somebody opening it, or...
I'm
gonna open
going
it.
to attempt to open it so my character knows it's finally barred, and then
You turn the handle to push, and you notice that the door will not budge. You've come to that conclusion that it must indeed be barred.
I'm going to use acid splash on the hinges.
You use acid splash on the hinges. One thing that you did not calculate for was as soon as it melted, nobody would be on the other side of the door to catch it. The door immediately crashes into the ground.
Tonight.
I was about to
And you
say,
hear,
I want
"Ah!"
that
who's trying to break into my area? And you all of a sudden see and hear banging on the door going, what? Why would this door open up? Somebody go outside and go around the building.
I'm gonna go towards where the corner is.
I'm gonna look at Alan and I'm gonna say,
Him
we
away.
have a plan. Talk
We had
with
a
us
plan.
so we can hash out all the details, okay?
Okay, next time.
By
I'll
the
keep that in
way,
mind.
it wasn't because he didn't think, it was because he rolled a 2.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
If it would have been
What?
successful, I would have easily calculated for it to be a soft landing.
I
But
was gonna have
It was
Ryoko jump in with his cat-like reflexes.
he didn't
jump
tell
in.
you what he was doing, he just did it. So if he would have mentioned it and then it would have gone bad, I would have allowed. Things I calculate as DM people. Now, I do want to just bring up that there is 9 minutes left before we end part 1 and go over the part 2.
Okay.
So, just be careful. It also seems like Kaiju might be back, so maybe we'll take a small break, everyone. I'll get his character set up before we start part 2, and then he'll be joining after this event of the Slavers.
He very well
Possibly.
could join up in it
Okay.
if Merryweather
But-
tells him about it.
You all of a sudden see men wearing rugged clothes coming from around the corner. And then you just hear, boss, there's some weirdo standing in the alley.
Could I interest you in a game of Puzzle Box?
One of them looks and he goes, puzzle box.
Here, try it. I tossed to him. Guys, hurry up. Guys, hurry up.
He looks at it and he's confused and he's looking at the puzzle box, fiddling with it, and he
Go on,
goes,
try it.
I'm gonna
I've been
try
trying for ages and
to.
couldn't solve it.
I'm gonna try to word
My
the
guy's watching
face
all
of
this
the
knowing his son.
he's a little confused and not sure why you handed it to him, but this guy's
Guys, hurry up.
not the brightest
Game,
crayon in
guys,
the
hurry
box, and he's kind of fiddling with it.
I don't know if that's gonna work because I'm
You
gonna
have
try.
to
After
right
a
now, he's
moment of
fiddling
getting
with the damn box.
pissed, after fiddling with it for a few moments, he gets pissed and slams it against the side of the building and breaks it open.
Ooh.
Well, at least we know what's inside now.
Inside was a sapphire necklace.
Okay.
And he goes, ooh, shiny.
I quickly pick it up.
The other guy goes, Jeb, what are you doing? The door's open. Why are you just standing there? Why am I just standing here? And you see him pull out an axe as he starts approaching you guys. He goes, now look,
Actually,
I don't
I
want to
pick up-
hurt anyone. Just
I pick up.
remove your
I pick up-
robes, your clothes, hand them over to me and your goodies, and then just get into these shackles.
I hold up the necklace, say you get this for free if you let us go and do this.
This
kinda
guy
wave
has
it.
had a rough life, and he thinks about it. He looks at you and goes, so you're telling me you could have that perfectly cut sapphire that's worth maybe a good 90 gold in this kingdom? 90 gold would set me up for just a few months if I go cheap and if I go on a discount. He goes,
And all you need to do is just get out of here.
how about you hand me the 90 gold, and then an extra 5 gold pieces. 95 gold will set me up and I can leave town and go get a new start somewhere. I could get a new identity and then I don't have to worry about these guys finding me.
wait, guys.
I had nothing on me besides
Who he's
this.
working for. Now, here's the thing. Does Alan have the extra 5?
Everybody does start with 50 gold pieces. This is something I did not mention. It's to give you funds to use in town if you must use them. I'm not going to let everybody start off broke. That would just be rude. Please make
Question,
these
what
changes
is-
to your character sheets as needed.
DM. Question.
Yes.
While that's going on, is it at the same time or is it like?
It's at the same time.
Okay.
You guys are still fiddling with the slaves. As I'm,
While that's going on,
I'm not.
Yeah, he's
Remember-
not.
My Shikigami is down there. I'm standing right
I'm
next to you
down
watching all of this happen.
Yeah, while that's going on, does like
You
like,
two
I've
are
been-
working on getting the slaves like out of their bindings,
Okay.
while he's kind of putting on this the song and dance for this dude.
Do we
By
make
the
any
way,
progress?
there is a total of 9 other people still upstairs. These two kind of just came around the corner. The one's looking at him and he's like, Jeb, you're gonna leave us? And he goes, bro, this life isn't a life that we should... Wait. Bro. No. Bro. Bra? Bro. This isn't the life that we should be living. We should be free. We should be taking this man's gold and going. Come with me. Let's start fresh new. In fact, Henri, I've always loved you. I've loved you from the day I met you. Let's run away together.
Oh.
Right now.
How have I been rolling? Holy shit.
Okay, I'm gonna grab 5 gold out of my bag, toss it with.
It was a 20 when I rolled for the it was a 20 when I rolled for his persuasion.
I also handed the necklace as Sergey hands the gold as well.
Sergey hands the gold, you hand him the necklace, and he goes, Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Henri,
quickly.
let's leave now. And you see them run down the corner as you see the door slowly getting weakened. The door, after being hit, takes 8 damage
How long, like,
out of its 12.
Okay,
Do
so
we free them?
That's 4 left.
You have a total of 1 more slave to free.
Alright.
okay, just start carrying them, I guess, because I have an idea.
The slaves are able to walk on their own. They're a little weak and malnourished, but they still are capable of walking on their own. They start walking at the door saying thank you so much. As you guys, or...
And while they're going, I'll just tell them, get to the Adventurers Guild.
That's exactly what I was going to suggest. And you flash your Adventurers Guild image to them. They say, oh my god, thank you so much, sir. And you tell them where the Adventurers Guild is. The slaves start running for the Adventurers Guild. As one of them, a woman who is a much older woman, she seems to be an elder, approaches both of you and says, Gentlemen, I need you to do me a favor.
Meetings at the guild.
There's a
we still
lad.
need to fix this.
There's a lad who's still trapped here with their leader. He's a special lad, really strong. I don't want this to be his fate being stuck to them. He's already been the prisoner for much longer than any of us. Please free him.
Oh no.
I just kind of give like an okay, but go, quick.
And
Do
she
I hear all
leaves.
this?
All of you hear it. All of you are in the same vicinity now that those other 2 left. Being that there's still 9 people upstairs that you must deal with.
Yeah.
So I freed all the slaves.
Got the 2. I thought there was 1 left.
Yeah, I thought I got.
That was the last one.
Okay,
the-
so
Was the woman.
Okay.
quickly. before
Alright,
I
everybody,
have
I have
chance
to end part 1 here. You were told by a woman that there was another slave left. A slave being guarded by the leader of these slavers. You know that there's 9 of these slavers up in the top of the building that you're at.
Alright.
You can either confront them, or what is your course of action that you guys wish to take?
Well. Sergey, what do you feel like? Sergey, Josh, what do you feel like?
Josh isn't here with us.
Oh yeah, he's not. So it's just really me and you and Jack, but
By the way, everyone, Kaiju is now here. He will be playing Hakarama, a Oni, who's also a knight. He'll be getting introduced shortly after we deal with the slaving situation.
So, okay, so it's none of them, 2 of us. Or 3.
Well, there's 3 of you if you include Jack.
There's 3 of us. I mean, we each gotta throw hands with Dribble, or we somehow get help from the guild.
As you sit here and debate, the last HP of the door breaks on the barrier. They start coming down the stairs one by one, seeing that it is a narrow stairway.
Ooh, that helps. Well, I got something for that, mate. And I can take it to my bag and I grab a shrapnel peanut brittle that I have. You might want to be careful with this one. And
Okay. You do what with this?
I chuck it.
You chuck this shrapnel peanut brittle, a delicious snack that nobody could think would be violent. It combusts and flies, and shrapnel of peanut brittle starts lodging itself into the first few people coming down the stairs. The amount of people that get hit by this is 3 people. They all take a total of 6 damage. And they only had a total of 12 health, so they are all at half health from this peanut brittle blowing up on them.
Yeah, I only got like 2 of those, mate, so...
Upon this, some of them fall down the steps, taking further damage.
What?
They take an additional 2 damage, leaving the 3 people that fell down at 4 HP. It is now Sergei/Lorian's turn to take a move.
Now, I have exotic because of where I live. Is a shuriken exotic?
Technically, yes.
Well, talisman turn into a giant freaking shuriken, and I'm just freaking throwing it with all my might.
And in my head, all I hear is Demon Wind Shuriken.
That's what I'm about to say.
I'm going there. I'm freaking going there.
No, it's not.
You throw your talisman with great grace. This talisman goes flying and immediately turns into a giant shuriken. You overcharge your spiritual energy. This thing is huge. As it flies, and it hits a total of 6 of these people coming down the stairs. In fact, out of them, it even deals a total of a whopping 8 damage to them. The first 3 that fell down the stairs are they're dead. They're in pieces. The other ones are wounded, bleeding out slowly. They've got bleeding damage at the moment. Every turn they will lose HP. So, 3 of your 9 are dead. The other are greatly wounded. You've got another 3 that are greatly wounded, like I said. You now have them on the verge of death.
So, 3... Okay, so 3 of them are dead, 3 of them are mortally wounded, 3 of them are fine.
Yeah, these guys picked the wrong day to come into town. They're having the worst day of their career ever.
Now Aelin is here.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
sorry
Jack.
about that. I'm sorry, I told Nick had talked to me about something that's gonna happen.
You see a man comes down the stairs and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, boys, let's talk about this.
All right,
The name's
let's talk.
Arwen, slaver extraordinaire. Now,
Can I go
Alright.
behind him?
let's
I go
all
through
go
the
our
front
separate ways here, and everything can be fine. I'll pick up my men, we'll leave town, you guys can have all those slaves that went free."
Another move. I still have Ryoko out.
Mm-hmm. Which
I'm
means
gonna
that he
let
gets
them
a move. He goes,
Yeah.
"Now look, you guys go your way, I go mine. Everything's fine. We'll leave town, and we won't come back."
Actually, mates, who hired y'all? No, I'm very
I'm the
curious.
leader. Nobody hired us.
They go in, they get slaves, then they take them to be most likely auctioned.
Can I try to like read him?
You're a chef.
That is true.
Can I come up from behind now through the front door?
Yeah, you could. You really could.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
really
do that.
could.
I'm still outside.
Okay, you
Oh,
take your turn to walk from the outside up to the front door, hearing the commotion, knowing that they won't see you coming. Technically, right now, even though you are not a rogue, you are stealthed.
you are stealth.
I am stealth.
Like, they are unawares if you move carefully enough. And you had a success, so your turn is spent walking around up the stairs to the front door of the building, which they left open so that they could enter and come and go as they pleased.
Sir.
Now, it is back to Ninja for a turn.
Whoa.
When does Ryoko
By the way,
get-
swearing is allowed now.
Alright, so
Well,
I-
apparently
I'm-
it was a good thing that I've been gone.
I kind of walk up and I end up using my spell to create kind of like a fire in my hand, even though it's like an illusion, but I create fire. I'm like,
Okay, you created an illusion that's of fire in your hands,
yeah.
essentially looking like you're getting ready to cast a fireball.
And I walk up and like, well, I don't know what to really do, I mean, I kind of got here, we saw you do bad things, and I mean, it was up to me, I would kill you, but me being the kind-hearted person I am, I just want to make sure that
I'm having Ryoko get in position to punch this mofo.
I'm kind of
Okay.
waiting for that.
As soon as he takes one
Ryoko,
off, he's
I'm
getting-
letting you guys do your things. Ryoko slowly moves, ready and prepped to pounce when the command goes. Ninja has his illusionary fire, and Jack is slowly coming up from the back to flank. You guys are about to have like a full-on pincer going on.
No, are we gonna kill him or are we actually gonna let him go? This is out of game.
We can't actually talk out of game about it because that's metagaming.
Remember, the Guildmaster did tell you to deal with these slavers any means necessary.
Oh, well then, they're fucked.
Yes.
You could kill them, they could live, you could let
already
them
saved
go,
But this is
and
the
those
big
two,
boss.
that will come back to pay off in the future. Just a heads up.
Alright, I know that's all I needed to do. So whose turn is it?
It is your turn.
Alright, while I still have my illusion out, I cast that and basically dig in to grab my knife.
Okay, wait, you're doing what? You had your illusion out.
Yeah, I have my illusion out and I disengage it and I
Okay, you turn your
Go
fire
on.
off. He sees you stop the fire. You reach into your bag and you grab your trusty butcher's knife. You pull this butcher's knife out, and he clearly sees you reach for it. He stumbles back and he goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, friend, look. Like I said, I won't harm anyone. We'll literally just walk right on out of here. Why are you grabbing for a weapon?" Like, he's being kind enough to not run. This dude could try to run up the stairs. He's standing in place. Lorian, you notice this whole entire time that you guys are speaking and he's feeling threatened. You see him reaching. You see that he's always constantly had a hand behind him on a pouch. This is something I have to point out because it's part of the story, everyone. Normally, I'd let them try to figure it out on their own. You see him literally just standing there, and he puts both hands in front of him now, and he goes, "Look, buddy, look. Come on. Like, let's be civil here."
What was it? What was you grabbing there?
Nothing at all. Yeah. I've got a health condition. It's my medicine.
Well, if you had a health condition, I can fix that.
Did I smell the bullshit in the air?
Well, being part animal and being able to pick up on heartbeat changes, you do notice a flutter in his heart as he says this.
Bullshit. I'd go to cut his tendon.
As you move and you swiftly go to swing your knife, as it gets ready to make an impact, you hear him go, "I didn't want to have to do this, but I wish I wasn't here."
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I freaking out and having Ryoko grapple this mofo.
As you see him start fading into a cloud of smoke, Ryoko jumps, being a spiritual being, and pouncing him, being that he can enter into these realms that are used for teleportation, that even are used to summon him. He pounces and stops him. As you do so, you hear the shattering of glass.
No.
And you see a vapor of smoke come out. And you see it take human form. Who dares destroy my container? Sorry about that. Don't know why I have to speak with that voice. You know, gotta be the whole booming, expressive one to show my dominance.
No.
Well, that's very interesting.
Whoever broke my container is gonna have to pay, because now I've got to suffer.
Well, it was this one. I point at the fucking. I look at the adults that is like kind of pinned by the tiger. Like, it was that.
Oh, wait. You might have I just might have screwed my own self over. No.
Oh no.
Technically, you're screwed until you make a new one.
Give me a moment.
What happened to like Aelin though?
He was going around the front, so
He's in the front door. Well, we went through the back door.
Oh yeah. always, have you fix your own container? Or can't you just make your own, create your own little?
Oh no. Immediately after I say who freed me from my container, I grip my chest in immense pain.
No.
And say that I can feel that I've been cut off from my primordial magics.
No.
I immediately recognize that I no longer have the ability to grant wishes.
Oof. That's a oof.
Until I'm resealed to another container by a strong mage.
That's a oof. Wow.
The man laying down I look at, being stuck to this man's family for the last 1,000 years. I look at him, and I immediately do a snap of the fingers. Sadly, I mess up, and his leg breaks.
Ooh.
I go, oh, it's been a while since I've used these abilities. How bad. I was aiming for your neck.
What?
I look at you all and I say, you deal with him.
Okay.
I get needed from the top of the stairs.
Anyway.
Oh, yes. Jack now comes from the other side of the stairs down and sees what's going on. And literally the other men are just in there staring as Jack just passes them. Because these guys are now freaking out over the fact that their boss is like probably about to get killed in front of them. So unlike normal people that would rush in, these guys are straight up terrified. Like they're about to piss their pants.
I'm waiting for Goody Two Shoes Jack to tell them to leave.
I'm gonna pull out some wires from my pouch and just tie their hands together.
Okay, you tie their hands together with wire. Immediately, the djinn, sensing the Artifier and his magics, looks at him and goes, "You, Artifier, you have mending magic. Mend my container."
Alright, just don't get your period with a bunch.
Wait a minute, mate. Why you gotta be so rude about it, though?
I just need 1 second.
For a djinn, unless they are free, wish magic means everything to them. Like, the fact that they have wish magic and that they can grant wishes makes them feel powerful. And djinn tend to take slaves themselves as part of their culture. So, of course, I'm gonna be demanding.
I'm just gonna hold on.
Hold on, Aelin. Hold up.
As I continue to finish off tying the wrists together of the people.
You get the last 3 with ease. You get them tied up. As you guys still have this boss kind of just chilling there with a broken leg.
You know what? Screw it.
You're not going
Almost
anywhere.
been turned into a freaking.
And then I ask you, where is it?
I point where he was sitting and you see a whole bunch of shattered glass. You being an Artifier with mending, where you can mend a broken object, and you can duplicate magical items, is the perfect person to fix this.
Alright. I kind of like stretch my hands out and pop my fingers before casting the mend spell.
Wait a minute.
You cast mend, and you fix the container completely. As you do so, you see my body returns to its smoky form and goes into the container. The container now shows a swirling black storm within it.
And then look at you guys and say, alright, who wants the magic genie?
I don't care. I go up to the guy, turn a talisman into a scythe, and try to behead him going, I want my damn paycheck.
Ooh.
I try to stop him. I'm gonna try to stop him.
You summon the ethereal scythe and get ready to swing as your kobold friend tries to jump up and grab it. He grabs the blade as you swing.
Now wait a minute.
And is holding onto the blunt end as he jumps up, so he's kind of dangling off the blade while you're holding it. Telling you, whoa, wait a minute.
And then I pick up the guy.
Okay,
Kind of
you
being rough
reach
with,
for him,
broken
you
leg.
pick him up with like one arm because of your heritage, and you're looking at him now.
Let's bring you and all your friends to the guard. How about that? Okay.
How about
And
I
I
just
say with a-
kill them
with
and
a-
be
with
done
a
with it, you
big
stupid vampire?
No,
And they're
we're not
debating.
murderers.
I mean, you are.
The quest was take care of them in any means.
And it means it's
And this is his means.
Kill,
My
or
means is
my
kill
means?
them.
The different cultures clashing.
Mate, death is not just something that you can just put on other people. Have you never died and come back
You
to
deal
life?
with it. Just
Also,
make sure to
I'm
pay
already,
me
like,
and
I'm
I
kind of
start
already
walking away.
I kind of like do the finger thing to the other people because I didn't tie their feet. I just tied their hands. Like, come on. As I'm just carrying them off.
Alright, they willingly follow because
Oh yeah, I
They've
also
got
make
no
sure
other
to pick up
choice.
my other talisman that I used as a shuriken.
you re-grab your talismans. And they're in prime condition. Mind you, if you get paper, you can write and recreate talismans and stockpile on them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, my guy wanted his paycheck to go and get more supplies.
You guys have successfully killed them, and the Jin's container is just sitting there on the stairs.
Again, who wants
You know what?
the
Screw it.
magic genie?
I pick
I'm
it up
about to pick
and
it
put
up.
it in my freaking pack for now.
You immediately pick it up, and as you do so, the Jinn rematerializes. Congratulations, you're my new master. I can grant any wish you so wish for, as long as it's not making somebody fall in love with you. Oddly enough, unlike most rumors, I can indeed even bring back the dead. But you must utter the words, I wish, first.
And
Oh, how I could just say screw it
And the Jinn then returns to the bottle.
yeah, I don't want to be your master, so you're just gonna be sitting on a shelf for all eternity.
Jesus. Anyway, I bring these guys to the guards.
Oh no, I'll hand it over to somebody else when we're done with this.
So, you guys head back to the Adventurers Guild with the slavers. The guild recognizes because Merryweather looks at them and goes, thank you, fine adventurers, for taking care of these miscreants. I'll make sure to alert the guards. You see her whistle, and an owl flies in. Good old-fashioned messenger owl. She ties a note to the owl's leg, and the owl goes flying off. She goes, by the way, I know that quest involved 3, and I did give you a quest to go on and catch some cultists, but one of our veteran adventurers has come in. He's only one rank higher than you, which is rank 1. You technically rank 0s, but you've all acquired rank 1 now that you finished your first quest. We just had to do that as a proving test. Now that you're all the same rank, he may join your party. Coming down the stairs, you see a man who is very muscular. He has a sword on his side.
Oh, are you the newbies here?
Why, yes, we are, mate.
My guy's looking at him like I found a test subject.
Oh, God!
Prepare to feel pain.
She does tell you that in order to fully complete your contract, since the first one was technically a test, and to get your full month's quota met, that you need to go deal with the cultists, or at least find out what's going on with them. She says, do remember that the rumors state that they meet at the tavern, though from what they know, there must be some type of secret entranceway in the tavern that leads to where their meeting grounds are. Being that people are seen entering but not exiting the tavern.
Okay then. Which
This
tavern?
So that's
adventurer is now a member of your team. He can either remain quiet, or you guys can all introduce yourselves and get to know one another. Mr. Tough Subject.
I'm already walking up to the big guy. I'm like, hello. Hello, my name is, Jamada Nira. And I like stick my hand up, and I'm like, I know he's very tall, so I'm just sticking it up.
Akarama, you see a black kobold with...
I have a joke.
To cuss? Yeah.
Okay, he's not shaking the guy's hand.
I am literally shaking his whole being.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Like, you literally picked him up off the
Shaking
ground
something else,
and
dude.
shook him.
The kobold's high enough to shake something else.
I mean...
It's not just hanging out.
No. Akarama, when seeing the hand, if you accept to grab the hand and shake, when you grab him, you kind of do the whole, like, what Goku does with Zeno, where he picks him up and actually, like, shakes the whole entire body. He's like, nice to meet you.
I am literally like
7 foot tall. Yeah. You're
Oh
almost
my.
8 feet tall because you are a big boy. You literally shake his whole being and set him down.
Nice to meet you. The name's
Hopefully I'm muted.
Akarama.
Well, nice to meet you. My name is Jamada, and I start slapping his leg.
Lorian, you recognize this as an Oni, another fellow yokai from your homeland. You have many ideas roaming through your head.
I call Bull. I'm gonna slap him with a cleansing tag first chance I get. I'm calling Bull.
Ooh, you ballsy.
Wait, did he just initiate an attack on me?
Technically.
Oh,
I said first chance I get. It hasn't happened yet, so suck it.
Sergey, you approach him to greet him.
Lorian is my name.
watch out!
Lorian, how tall are you again?
6 something, like 6.
Okay, so you guys are close to being able to actually shake hands.
I do the thing where my hand, the palm of my hand's facing down, and I go, "Here, nice to meet you," while holding it out to shake his hand.
Oh, trust me, it's Joy Buzzer style. I got this.
Yeah.
Do you shake his hand? Remember, you can't say no because you know he's got it. That would be metagaming. But you have a right to say no, but you have to come up with a reason to say it no about shaking his hand.
Instead of shaking his hand, because I'm that type of guy, I give him a good pat on the back.
He pats you on the back.
Everybody sees my face get irritated.
As you get irritated, you move your hand and hit him in the chest with the cleansing tag.
Oh, fuck. Do I feel it?
Oh, you feel it. you feel you're essentially a demon. Mind you, you have a resistance because of coming from a culture where this is a thing, but you do take 2 damage. Like you essentially feel like a piercing feeling in your stomach. And it like upsets your stomach.
Hey, what the fuck was wrong with ya?
You should have shook my hand.
Jeez, you're an unfriendly one.
Of course
I
I
just
am.
kind of wave and say,
I'm
Aelin,
only
how are
in this
you?
party to get paid.
Hold on, I got a question. Right, I got a question. Is this interaction, because I haven't moved out the way, so am I just like, there's like 2 twin towers, just like...
And you're in the middle? Yeah.
You're standing in between us.
I'm like, wow. This is very interesting. And I'm just like laughing.
You guys have now, other than Alan trying to introduce himself,
Am I muted now?
No.
Okay.
We can hear you.
I raise my hand and start waving, saying, hello, my name's Alan.
you do so very kindly. You feel no ill intent. He's just waving at you, introducing himself after that charade because, you know, doesn't want to either make you feel like you're being attacked. You've all introduced yourselves. The poof of smoke comes out and he goes, I don't really have a name. You can just refer to me as Jin, being that that's what I am.
Oh, you guys got yourself a djinn, I see. Make any good wishes yet?
We just freed him, and I'm trying to avoid that.
You didn't free me. I never heard the words, I wish you were free.
You know what I mean.
We got you from slavers.
Rescue,
Whoa.
quote unquote, if you will.
Well, technically we're slavers too, because now...
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Don't bring
Okay,
philosophical
my
into
guy-
this.
Technically, aren't we all slaves, you know, in one way or another?
Oh,
Something can see in my
God.
head,
Ain't that
this is
right,
not,
mate?
not, and then a question mark going, it's not good. I should not give any of these guys the control over this guy, should I?
The Jin looks at you and is just like, bro, you could use me in any emergency. Just never do anything super crazy, trust me. I'm not like those typical Jin that you hear in tales. I will mess with somebody, but I will only do it for the right things if it's gonna cause me harm.
No, the reason why I'm thinking like that is because I don't know if they're mentally stable enough to have.
And mind
that
you, he's saying this to you
Hey.
telepathically
What?
because of the
I'm
bond
thinking
between
back to
master and
him.
servant.
So they can't hear anything.
Nani? What is this?
It's so they, because literally all he has to also do is think the wish. He has to say it out loud for me to grant it, but he can think it and I can be like, okay, I understand what you're thinking. But you gotta physically say the words. It would be if I actually really like him and his life is in danger and he thinks the wish, I could then grant it because it's to save the life of the one that holds my container.
No.
Now, out of game. What if somebody wishes for you to not grant wishes to evil people?
It's a loophole. It would be a, like, right now, you're my master. You still have 3 wishes. Let's say you hand the container to Ninja. Ninja would then be allowed to make 3 wishes, but technically there's a weird contractual thing going on because I still owe you wishes. There may be a thing where it doesn't really give him the wishes if I want, because you're still technically the one that was the original holder. So while you hold the bottle, if anyone else gets their hands on me, I could say that they can't make a wish because I'm contracted to you. Or I could state that it's whoever holds the bottle gets the wishes. If you were to say, I wish that you would never grant wishes to somebody that's evil, I honestly would say as a DM, I want to say that it can be granted because I want you guys to have a good thing. But sadly, as a legit DM, I have to go in turn and say that can't happen.
I already worded it differently in my head. You're not contracted to, when you don't need to be contracted to evil people unless you want to be. That way, you can
I mean, wish magic could essentially grant anything. So, I could pretend if they grabbed my container that way, but I wouldn't be able to grant wishes. Mm-hmm. And you've got to be careful because even as myself, I'm gonna roll for the success of the wish. If it's low, it's monkey paw. If it's high, I'm gonna determine if I monkey paw or if I just give it to you.
Monkey paw, just.
I really don't have any freaking wishes.
I mean, you could just say, I wish to give up my ownership of the genie. And then it would be you handing off the container to whoever you deem worthy enough to have it.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a wish. There was a wish that you said. There was a wish you said that you were gonna grant. Technically, it's metagaming if you just do it out of nowhere. But and yes, everybody, I'm giving him a loophole as the DM, which I shouldn't be doing. I know DM shouldn't be interacting like this, but I'll give you just a hint. There's a wish that you said you were going to grant. It's something involving me and my container. You first would have to notice me and notice the issue before you could wish to not have it happen.
Now, here's the thing. You remember that my brain is always at, like, 5% right in the memory department.
It's cool, but that's it. So, let's go ahead and continue with the story. We got about 20 minutes left of part 2. If you guys want to continue playing, though, because I'm having fun with this, we can go to a part 3.
Yeah.
We'll have to continue without Jack, though, seeing as, like, according to this, in the next 5 minutes, his aunt should be there, and then he's going to have to go.
No, my aunt got here, and that's why I've been muted most of that time.
Oh, well, if you gotta go and spend time with them, dude, it's fine.
Yeah.
I can just say that, as DM, I can go, Alan decided that maybe it would be best if he worked on a project. So we decided to stay at the guild.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we're also recording, so.
I'll text what the project is.
Okay. Go ahead and send me that. I'll roll to see how well it goes. And there's that. Sorry, everyone, but this is, like I said, real life. We're not gonna have, we will have interruptions. People will get up to go to the bathroom. There will be this going on. We are human, and I love giving people unadulterated, unedited content. It will be slightly edited, though.
If they want to talk about it, I could literally just flip them off in the chat. Simple.
But, here we go. Alan decided that it would be best for him to stay behind, being that there was a project he really wanted to work on. He wished everybody the best of the luck, well, not the best of the luck, but best of luck with the cultist, and that he would be there if we needed him.
Okay.
Alright.
There he goes.
He's led to a room that he can stay in, and he goes to his room to work on his project.
That alien mate.
It's now the Jinn, the Kobold, the Oni, and the Yokai, who are now open to go questing, to go deal with these cultists. From the knowledge that they were given, these people should be based somewhere at the tavern, which Why would they be based at a tavern? But nonetheless, it is time for them to go and investigate.
Okay, off we go.
Don't you want to resupply? You were talking about getting your money so that you can do something about it.
We didn't get paid. It was in the
Not yet.
Oh, not yet? Oh, okay. My
We
bad.
still have one more to do.
Wait, how many do we have?
The cultists.
We got the cultists, we got the...
That's all.
slavery.
The cultist is the last thing that the guild has currently got for you. Once you get that done, we'll progress with the story in whatever direction the dice take me. I'm winging this, totally going free with it. I don't have anything pre-written. I like to sometimes wing my campaigns because you never know what the players are gonna do.
My guy's currently thinking, what if I give the Jinn the ability to take his bottle to where he wants it to be so he can keep it out of people's hands?
You think this idea, and maybe it would be a possibility that could work. Who knows? You guys decide it's time to go deal with these cultists. And the Jinn turns and he goes, cultists? Nasty bunch, I bet. You know, in my few years of life, I've seen many cults. None of them ever end well. There was one guy that made this flavored water using this weird powder, then made all of his followers drink it and they all died. Some type of ritual suicide.
I zoom into that, like, flavored water. It made everyone kill themselves. That is nasty business.
Most likely they poisoned it.
There was a
Well, of course
saying
they
for a few
would.
years that was, don't drink the flavored water.
Oh, I did hear about that in the crop.
Not a game, my mind's going, that debacle with the punch.
It's the hit of don't drink the Kool-Aid. But, yeah, we can't really use that in the campaign. Because there's no such thing as
Somebody
Kool-Aid.
has to figure out how it's made, and then name it.
But we head for the tavern, I'm assuming. Is this what we're doing?
I mean, nobody wants to stock
Akarama?
up. We do got a little bit of money, but...
By the way, all of a sudden, Merryweather runs to you and goes, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Lots of different adventures, paperwork, I forgot. One moment, you see her move her fingers and you see some glowing of magic. She goes, I am so terribly sorry. Mr.
She got the
Akarama,
magic feature.
you didn't attend this first quest line, so I can't pay you for it, even though you are a party member. But everyone, here is your 50 gold pieces for taking care of these slavers.
Okay. Thank you.
There's your money. Sergey,
I was about to make a cobalt stick.
make a cobalt snake and I'll make sure that you will bleed out slowly from the inside out.
Yeah, my guy has this thing. You jeopardize his paycheck, he jeopardizes your life.
Yeah, and if you try anything, I'm gonna make sure that you shit out red for a whole
Okay, I'm sorry everyone if you hear stuff pretty much being thrown all about. My cat's going insane again.
Jasper is on a terror. But he's a good kitty. I taught him on my Shindeyu.
Get out of there.
Alright, everyone, we're having a small pause while he takes care of all that.
There we go. If he gets back in that frickin' thing, I'm just gonna leave him. But he's causing a ruckus by opening that frickin' door and slamming it shut, opening it, slamming it shut. I'm going, gosh, stop. What is wrong with you? No, seriously, I didn't do anything to you.
Alright. So, the group returns, and the djinn turns and looks a little tired and goes, I'm sorry, everyone. I've got to return to my lamp. So, genie rules and all this. I must return to my container for the next 4 hours. If I stay out any longer, then once upon midnight, I'll have to be in my container for 8. I'd rather spend the 4 in there. It's a troublesome thing that I must deal with, but nonetheless, don't worry. If you need me, just make a wish and I'll be there. And he turns back in the smoke and returns to his lamp.
Now, my mind is coming up with so many different plans and plans.
So,
one of them, seeing if a wish can actually make Kaiju's character chaotic neutral.
What?
I'm joking.
I'm about to say, do we need to take the bottle from you?
I mean, it's not like you couldn't change someone's personality via a wish. I mean, it's completely and utterly possible.
Do we need to take the bottle from him?
I'm sorry.
Even if you take it, I'm contracted to him until he makes his wishes.
What, you gonna teleport?
So, Merryweather also states that Merryweather points on one of your maps and goes, by the way, I forgot to mention, here's where the tavern is.
It seems very close from here. Oh boy.
It is. You know, it's only about 2 blocks over, on the left-hand side of town.
How long?
You seem very knowledgeable at this place, man.
Part 2 has to be called
10 minutes.
Okay.
I could end the video here, and then start up the next one so that we got time.
Nah, we could just maximize time and I'll just edit.
Alright.
I personally think 2 hours is enough for tonight.
Alright.
Okay. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm having so much stuff going on. If you
Ninja, if you'd like to cut this, nah, I want everyone else around because.
So cut this discussion.
Yeah, cut this discussion and then just jump into this part here for me, Ninja. Alright, everyone, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it all. I hope you guys enjoyed the D&D campaign. We will be playing these campaigns on Thursday for us. Like I stated, really sure if I'll be able to get the footage back from Ninja the same day. So it may go up a few days after we play. But I really hope you guys enjoy these D&D campaigns. If you guys like it, leave some comments about what part you liked the most. Or if you have some suggestions for maybe the roles that these people could take or paths. Or maybe even adventures that we could go on. I'd greatly appreciate it. Sometime, and if you listen in, you'll be like, oh my god, they're doing my campaign. And I see how the DM put his own little twist on it. I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be kind of cool. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yep.
Until then, take it easy and just keep on rolling on, people. Bye, everyone.
Bye.